So on Shark Tank, so you can say that one.
line.
Oh no, man!
People laugh.
I'm quick-witted. I come up with stuff on the spot. I look for the asshole.
Blueface.
I look for the kid that's rolling his eyes and like thinks
So,
that it's a joke.
and what
And
big
then-
algebra?
And I'm exceptionally loud.
Oppenheimer,
Even for a drill
Vishnu,
sergeant, I'm
Shiva,
exceptionally
Valentine
loud.
Round, Sun, you're in
So,
my core. This is the
I'll
Space
go over
Force
to the guy that's rolling his eyes, and
AR-15-0-1.
I'll let the rest of the
Early
bay
in
know. I'll be like,
index,
oh, you're gonna roll
kind of a
your eyes?
general,
And
gunny
this drill
play,
sergeant,
gunny one-liners.
This private just said, "Fuck you, drill," and all of a sudden,
Gonna be.
you know, there's there you go.
In that
Yeah,
system,
my favorite thing in the
if
Shark
in
Attack
lieu
was
of
we were all
gunny,
in line day
gunnery
one.
sergeant that
And
could
listen, I've been to a
pull
lot of
that
military
off,
training, a
have
lot
a
of military
trick
schools, and been Shark
that
Attack a
turns
few
it
times.
here.
But it was at the academy that I
Don't
had
mind
my
mass
favorite
me,
one,
so long
and I
mass
knew
me
what
is
the Shark
doing the
Attack
job
was
it's
going
supposed
to
to
be,
do.
right?
Give
So
a tip guy,
now I'm taking it real
in the
seriously
cell,
because
long
I,
burn rock, whatever.
I've already
Torches
been
are
here. I've done
torches,
this
but
before.
this
I
is
know how to,
different.
know how to treat a
Scream
shark.
loud, don't move, listen directions.
So
That's it.
I'm going to, and there's a guy two rows down from me, and he had a beanie cap on. And
I can do the
had said
tips,
at
you know, it's
beginning,
not
we're
like
all
you
getting there, I was
deserve
like, hey, man,
$100 an
I don't think
hour
that
over
beanie
my
cap off.
$15
you
an
might
hour.
want to take that beanie cap off.
I'll
Shit's
figure it
about to get
out.
real. And he was like, nah, man, it's cool. And he was
So
like a
what do
fatter
we
kinda
do?
kid.
Because
And
there's a real
so the
test
Shark
once they
Attack comes out, and
can't.
everybody's
Judgmental prick.
I teach them
And so the guy, one of the
WSPAN
sergeants comes over
Factory,
and he gets the
patent
guy's face. This
design,
guy was actually
mathematics,
in the Marine
Rebels
Corps,
accounts on the
drill sergeant
system
at one
now.
time.
But you can
And
do
so
the
he comes over
index
to the
that
kid,
is, I'm not going
and
to
he
go all
starts yelling
Tesla
at
about it. I
him,
don't
and he
need
goes,
that much
"How
because
many
it's over
bags you
indexed.
supposed to
If
have?"
you do it different, it's a
Everybody's
ledger.
like,
I'll
"Two
do it. Any
bags, sir." And he's
NTF
like, "How many?"
crypto
Everybody's
banking
like,
I
"Two
download,
bags,
please,
sir."
that's a
And
ledger.
he goes,
And a
"Hey, young
camera
man,
over it
how many
that
bags you
determines
got?"
what
This
that
kid's like
output is, and my crew
two
take
people
out
down
the
from me. And the
insurance.
kid goes, he's got the beanie cap
401k programs, because
Two-
what you
two
think
bags,
about
sir.
it,
He
it's a
goes,
big chain
"How
whip
many
to
bags
the
you got?"
amoxicillin guy or somebody on
Whose
the
bag is
crew
that?
that's
He's
got
like,
some
"My bag, sir."
palsy,
He goes, "Well, whose bag is
broken
that?" He's
back
like, "That's my bag,
position.
sir."
Well, there
He
would
goes,
be a
"Well, whose
Bluestone
fucking bag is
Mason
that?" He goes,
plant in
"That's not my bag,
Stonehenge
that's
that
my
broke his
lunchbox."
leg
He
on
goes,
the.
You gotta be
Gotta
shitting
be
me.
bringing back
The
her.
fattest fucking kid in the class has got the largest fucking lunchbox. Let me ask you something. Did you get raped by the Muffin Man, or do you just enjoy looking like a pregnant cupcake? I fucking lost all composure. I was out, and he goes, "Oh, you think this is funny?" And I couldn't even stop, and he was like, it was just game on for me, and then I got fucking wolfed back, or shark attack, whatever you want to call it. But that was the funniest shit I've ever heard out of all the training. Did you get raped by the Muffin Man, or did you just
The
enjoy
Muffin
looking
Man?
like a pregnant cupcake?
That lives on Drury Lane.
And just fired the kid.
that was-
Well,
that was,
I quit
I
because
was
I wasn't going to
warned
train
by,
him or another kid. I was like, you're
cops
killing me,
that
man. I'm
had gone
carrying
to the
treads,
academy
you're
before me,
breaking lips, you're not
and
making the
it was like,
orientation on it. And I
They
just
said,
walked
"Oh,
over
hey,
to
your
my
orientation's coming up,
you're
right?
kicking me
Yeah,
right in the
my
dick.
orientation's,
And,
you know, like
well,
Thursday
he went
or
to the other
whatever."
guys,
And the
it's
guys,
like the boss
academy
is on there.
leadership
I'm
was
supposed
like,
to be in
just
charge
bring
of
your
this tread
pencil,
line.
bring a manila
You know,
folder with
he's
these
19-year-old,
documents
he'll
in
quit
it.
and
Bring
come
your
back.
pencil or your pen or whatever.
That's
and
where I
dress
met the Muffin
business
Man.
casual.
You jump in, right?
And show up at this time, and we're gonna have it's a half day.
It's
It's
the building
orientation
where
day.
I put it into a
okay,
telephone
cool.
pole a few years back
So,
because of the stuff.
These cops are stopped by my house or whatever.
Terracotta Army. It's not
Like, oh, so
necessarily
your
their
orientation's
fault,
coming
but
up, yeah.
it is because
Hey,
I asked for
make
raises
sure you wear
and stuff, and
shoes
they
that you want to
stretched it out.
exercise in.
Lost a lot of jobs.
Like try to
I'm not gonna
get a
play
pair
that
of shoes,
stuff. I'll
do
find
something
another
that
apple
like
tree.
make them comfortable.
But you know, like I said, you don't
and
get.
I'm like, why? I mean, it's just orientation day, and they're like, you're gonna be
an
exercising for
employee
like
of the month.
hours.
Tag.
And I was
Maybe
like,
on an
no,
application, but it doesn't help
They
here if I
said
can't.
it's
Employee of the month
orientation. Like, just bring this
on
manila
Indeed.com,
folder,
and the
they're like,
MOS is the differential,
Mike,
sharps case,
we're
jag
telling
teams.
you,
That's where that comes
like,
around and
you're
keeps pressure
going to
on
get
it.
PT'd
It's like,
to death. Like,
gonna get
on
PT'd
this
to death.
day, it's going to happen. And you're going to sweat, you're going to be uncomfortable, wear shoes that you want to do like jumping jacks in or something. Like, it's going to happen. So I'm like, no, you know. That
PR,
sweet old
like,
man
what?
said that
It's
we were
like,
still
are
on
you
rotation.
crazy?
And then, of course, that sweet old man was in our faces.
Biden
like, oh, the
getting
door's
out
closed.
there,
All
it's
right,
like
folks.
box in
And
the
then it's like
boxes
game on
watching
for
you.
Mopes! He
Why
uses
would we
mopes,
put anything
too!
out there if
Oh,
we
yeah,
have a
slang term.
cabinet
What
It
is
is a
of
term.
What is mopes?
Well, for me, in New York, it means like you're just a mope. You're
Oh,
moping
but
around
that's
in
the
a corner.
Lowest of the
number.
low, you know, like
That's the
you're not
number.
doing anything. You're just kind of walking around with your head low, just being
if you're
a burden.
turd, it's equivalent to turd in the good guy world. So like
Are
you're the
you-
bottom of the good guys.
Oh, I
you're the
hope you
most.
do.
You're the most. You're a
I
most.
hope you do.
got you.
It's like,
so
well,
use it
it's
as like
at the
a
end of it,
negative
right,
term,
wrong, or
like
different. You
just-
give me
well,
right now. I'm gonna
like,
give a
just,
T index
just some dude on,
on
the
some
street
numbers.
that's,
Like,
like,
well,
looks like
then
he's, like,
show
turdish,
it. You
you know?
say you like graphs,
You guys use the term
AR-16 on the
jizz?
AR-670 on the grooming. What is
well,
it?
I mean,
I've never
AR-15
heard that
I
now.
term
don't
either.
use it really.
I think it's a Buffalo
They're gonna
thing.
M1 and
I love
M2 real
calling
quick, so it
guys
just
jizz.
goes right
Like, this
the
fucking jizz
patent
over
design,
here.
blow
we
up
call 'em-
tanks.
We
Piece of
call them like
jizz.
Okay,
scrotes.
you get your money.
Scrotes. I've done that like well,
It
this
would
guy's
be
a
Ace
scrote,
Combat 7,
you know, like whatever. Like, yeah.
How would you use jizz in this
pipeline,
guy's
Yeah,
hard
yeah,
sell.
What a
That's
wasted
my
piece of
Skynet.
potential. Just
Somehow it all
there on the
circles
floor.
back to
Nukes
the
on button,
genitalia in some
unplug
way,
it.
I guess.
Just
I don't know. Everything does. We're men.
takes
Just,
extra
So the shark attack thing happens. I learned my lesson.
So big, somebody can actually
sweaty
dark
mess in my
weapon, you
business
gotta think,
casual
man,
and
it's
shoes
like,
that I shouldn't
oh,
have worn. But
how bad is it?
Later on in my career, I would go back and I would be like, they would look for cops to come back and assist with like
Couldn't do
PT
shit.
and
Government couldn't
TT,
do shit
all that
about
stuff
'em.
with the
It's
instructors,
like,
and I did that.
Just can't even put them behind bars. You can't kill them.
Particularly the PT
Are
sessions.
they on the same team?
And
not.
We got to a point. It was a few years later where that now there was a new director at the academy.
Bed.
And
Cemetery.
we got in some
Concrete
kids'
and
faces
metal.
when they were just like slacking, running on the tarmac or whatever, doing like suicide runs or whatever we were doing at the time.
Isolation.
And so we yelled at a couple of kids like,
Guards wear
"Hey, you mopes! Like, get
soundless
whatever."
headphones that
And
just
then
play
the
music all day,
director
so
was
they
like,
can't
you
even
know,
hear them talk.
motioning
You're on rotation.
one other
the body
instructor,
was
and then it was
spot
like,
this long.
then the main instructor
Short
comes to
of
us
the
and goes, "Hey, we
observation,
can't
being
like
dead in the
get in their
barracks."
faces, you know,
It's-
like they're taking
bang,
a different
you
approach."
know,
And that was
I mean-
that was the last day. At the end of that session, I grabbed
again,
my shit.
Mike
I
had the
was
guy
done.
on
I was like, I
camera.
can't-
He's got a gun,
if I
just did a
can't
double murder.
do- 'cause
Pointed
I'm like,
at the
these
one
kids,
cop
if they
before
can't
the one
handle
tackled
being
him.
yelled at by people who
Now, he's
aren't
still
trying
holding
to
the gun down
punch them in
here.
the face.
Click.
Imagine how they're gonna fold.
I can't
when
trust that.
they get
Just
out there
had
in the
double
street
murder
and day
on
one,
this. What's the
somebody's like,
reval
"Fuck you,
on?
motherfucker,"
I'd have to
getting in their
soldier them
face,
across the
If
battlefield
they
and
can't
kill
handle
me
it in,
crying to
in an
make it
environment
square.
where they're
Crucial.
not gonna die, how are they gonna? I mean, so I was like, I just ideologically, I'm like,
freedom.
Yeah.
I'm
Readjustment
done.
of Sharp's
the point
cases
is
that
to
was like, look,
manufacture
we took that,
stress
stuck them
in
in
a
the
sterile
fire,
environment.
crispy,
Yes,
nice,
so
and
that
put them
one,
back, and they might be
you can gauge
crispy.
their reaction and see whether or not they're made for it, and two, to harden them so that they can be better, aka training. Train them.
It's like little Gestapo is
Oh.
still school because they
You
need a
don't say,
cultural.
you
They
don't
do
say.
need
It's
to be
almost like
around a
makes
group
sense. I'm
of
actually,
other
if
people
I'll
where it's
never
not
be
just
promoted. I don't
boys'
think I'll
school,
ever be
girls'
promoted,
school,
but
while they're
I'm
growing
trying
up
to.
because
I would like to take over my
But you
academy
can't.
one day.
we're fucking
Be the lieutenant
rubbers,
of our
kids. I
academy.
mean, it's well, the internet
Nice.
is
But
It
good luck.
means
not
it,
that
it's
much.
a goal. It's a goal. I know it's a lofty one.
right now.
What do
You
you
know,
guys
it's
call
like
like
out
the
of
head
the
of your academy?
7,000 out of
He
yes,
used to be
Commandant.
captain.
Commandant.
Yeah, the
That's what we
commandant.
call it.
That's
That's what we call it, the commandant.
3
Our
million
commandant
on the
actually
planet. Some of those are
resigned,
kids too young to use a computer.
was a
The
16-year
demographics say after
officer.
this
He was
thing, and then
commandant
it's just
of the academy. He was sergeant. He's the
in
first
the
one to
barracks
resign,
would
and he
pop up
resigned
about that many
because
percentages
they
of the
literally,
separator left
got rid of
over
the
and
shark attacking.
muon.
They got rid of
wave
the stress-induced
functions,
training, and they were also told that
Today, surprise
certain
attack,
people were gonna
you know,
graduate,
let you
certain
had a wild
people
cell phone.
weren't,
And
it was a real big
then
deal
all of
around
a
here.
sudden, now
He
there's a
said, "Nope, I'm
readjustment on that.
fucking
And
out."
things starts to get real damn nasty.
And he got out, and
Now,
he's one of my favorite leaders.
Even
of all
if there
time.
wasn't
His name was
anything
Pat
there,
City.
why would they still be nervous under
but I
what
really
they
had a lot
thought
of
was
respect for him
okay?
because he never
Under the
sold his
system, it's
soul
like,
to the
great,
promotion.
you know,
He
you
said,
have
"This is
Yeah.
this
wrong.
droid
This isn't
just
right, and I
murdered
could bitch about
bot
it,
inside here,
or I
but
could do
that's
the right
still
thing,
high
and
standard because
I'll
it just
fucking
gave that to
resign
them.
it." So,
It sounds like
with
now it's
a
high
stellar
responsibility
career,
on
this guy had one of the
going
best
to that
police
terminal
careers,
and
drugs
holding
advice.
that standard for what it is, because I can't let you back off now either.
That's one of the reasons why I want to get in there, because I want to look at the turds that go. Because we
It's
know
out there. They're
you
gonna
see
rock.
some of these kids in the academy, and it's not
Riders
a
around and
judgment. I'm
They
not
find
saying,
one of them.
hey,
It's like,
you're.
it's
I mean,
not.
maybe they are a piece of shit, you know. But some you just know the ones that just
Graph it.
you're not cut out for this.
Doesn't mean
I
you're a
know-
bad person, but not
No.
everybody's designed
Well, how
to do
could
everything.
I, the
Yeah,
law
you can't, and you
system
don't
of
want
saying
them out
that's
on the
fair to
street
write a
because they're
tax
the
or
ones
vote
that
for
are
that
gonna fucking
person,
shoot somebody in
say,
the face for no reason
without
instead of
you
Or-
giving
or they're the
me
ones
some
that's gonna
kind of
crash a
index
car
that
every
says,
fucking
how am I
three-
supposed to understand
Yeah,
the chase
you know,
half
and
these
you're other
stocks in the
people. Like,
box?
this is a
Then you
dangerous
bitch about
fucking job.
politics
You
on
can't have
TV
turds and a fucking
and
great job. Doesn't mean
journalistic
you're not a
and
good
turn
person.
will red
Doesn't
shift
mean
and
that
blue
you,
shift.
you know,
Stop.
don't have
Gotta
that kind
think
of
I'm
spirit
not
of
there in
giving and help,
Washington at
but right
Pelosi's
now you're
desk
not gonna help the
dropping a
community.
panda
You're gonna fuck it up.
of
So like,
Yeah.
who she's on the
weed
phone
you out
with.
pretty
Yeah,
early.
in
Exactly.
the
I just,
salon
it just needs to come back.
with
the
no
amount of people
mask.
that go into an academy
It's like,
and
you understand why you're
you're like,
privileged
okay,
ass?
cool. Out of
Being
100
the
some
stone
people
mill?
who went to this academy, one person was told, "Hey, you need to leave." One.
So they become a
One
stone
fucking
mill. It's like,
person
I
out of
can't
100.
expect
Was
Nancy
this like
Pelosi to
creme
move
de la
300
creme of the
rocks over.
test that
She's
you
going
were
to be
taking?
graphing
Like
every
the
single one
top
of my dudes.
5%
Now, I
of the,
could do one-to-one
civil
with each
service
guy
test
and
that
let
just
them
took
take
this?
that to
Or
the
is this
utmost
just like a normal
for
class
what
of
the
100?
system is.
'Cause if it's a
Or
normal
I could
class of
make you
100,
take
I'm
all
telling
that
you
on
right
at
now,
once.
99 people don't belong
It's going
here.
to generalize
Not
one
just
way or the other.
for
Have to
the-
generalize
out of the
one
100.
person. It's their
One
ladder, their
is-
system,
no, it's
their
not it.
timeline.
And then without that, I watched over the coming years. Once
So
I
I
stepped
couldn't
away
do that,
from,
and I had to
from helping at the academy,
them
and I watched
my Stone Mill
originally,
manual,
like, let's
which
say that
kinda
you have like right A
AR-15s,
band, B
my
band, and C
backyard.
band. You know,
To
depending
this
on how you
how
guys
far I
do
got to
your
go
tests
town to
for,
work.
for the police. Usually there's some type of scoring system,
area,
right?
bunnies
Like
in the region,
you
if
have
you're
an
brother, hand
overall
candle
score
factory
where you
managers,
sit.
if you're
And I saw
the broad inside
departments
here.
going from
Same thing.
having
Some of
so
them
many
will listen, some of them
applicants
don't.
that
You
they
know, it's
were
like you
on-
paid for a
they would
college
only
class.
choose
but
out of the A band, right? They had their literally pick of the best that
Yes.
that came out of that.
Weird.
Then it was okay.
Weird.
We're down to the B band, And by the time I was
He
leaving
would
last
though,
year,
big Glint.
departments that I'm very familiar with, they were basically choosing the bottom of the C band, like the
Sign your name
barely
on this ledger. I keep track of
acceptable
what you got
standard
Jordan's
is
name
what
as a
they're
reference on.
pulling from
Did you? So if I call
to
him
hire
right
people
now,
onto the job.
or
And
I
it
call
becomes a
AC right
self-fulfilling
now,
prophecy
and
because
that's
everybody
drill sergeant,
doesn't want cops to
dead.
be
super dead.
quote unquote militarized, like paramilitary and focused
Well,
and trained
parametrics,
in that style
Passive
of
aggressive,
environment. But then you're going to get
timelines
people
on
that
T
aren't
notes
trained in
to
that
chemistry
environment.
reactions.
And
Well, I
you're
could just
getting
dump all the
shit cops.
sulfuric acid in
Yeah.
when it's hot, or
So
one.
go ahead.
No, I was saying like the whole demilitarization started with Obama, right? Like he was the one that kind of headed up. We're going to demilitarize the police, and that was getting rid of, the 50 caliber weapons. That was getting rid of the
You remember
MRAP
Marshmallow,
vehicles.
not Jordan,
That was
right?
getting
You
rid of.
remember the
I wish I
blockchain
had a
taking
50
this
caliber
thing
weapon
for a
on account.
ride.
I didn't have that.
And
Yeah,
this
where the
was
hell
this
did we
guy,
get 50 caliber
limited
weapons?
general,
I believe Hillsborough SWAT had one.
well, general
One guy
STEM
had
resume
'em.
is what it's called.
No, well, they're snipers.
Fear
and
Theory is
that-
general.
and that was for.
So when I say
that was
I
for,
need
barricades,
N1 half
barricaded subjects,
programs,
but
I need
Hillsborough
north
County
maps
was
with
their
legends
sniper team
and
was-
keys
and,
that do different
which is fine, but I
topologies.
mean,
Patent
you've got to have
office
these.
goes
you've
intellectual
gotta have some
property
kind of
on
military
earbuds
training,
or
because what happens when
factory
you have, like, crazy
design,
bulldozer guy
Starbucks
that has
or
the armored
Sunbucks over
bulldozer?
in China.
Or you've got the
Is it
guys that come
intellectual
out of the
property
bank,
or can I
like,
fight the
what was that in
system
LA,
under it? Is
where
it the
they
same
came out of the
thing?
bank and they were from head to toe. So if you don't have
Queens
any
Derby run
tactics
to
or tools to take care of that,
drop in a Queens
does a
Derby run
firefighter
guy
have to carry
in
a
just
concrete salt every
bang,
call?
salt
No.
these shoes.
But shit,
His
dude, if
job
he's
he
got
has
to
to
get into
run
some
around and
concrete
do.
to get somebody out of a
No, I don't know
building,
where it
don't you
come
think
from.
you
It's
want
like I
to
said,
have
we
a
taking
fucking
Queens
concrete
Derby run. The
salt
visual,
truck?
like,
So I don't know that that's.
we
A
don't
fire
know.
would
I
be
could have
so that,
been
like,
using the
if you
visual
look
of
at
like they
most
dragon
of-
feed a little
most
bit.
of
They'd
the
probably
equipment that
settle
police
in
agencies
2
were given
days,
during this
3 days, 4
militarization,
days.
during the Bush administration because of 9/11 and blah blah blah, and then them wanting to get taken away during the Obama administration. Most of the equipment was defensive. Yeah, SWAT guys got rifles. They're SWAT. They're supposed to have special weapons and tactics, right? That's their name. But
Almost sounds like-
overall, you're getting more body armor. Oh, cops look military because they got more body armor. That's defensive. I'm not killing anybody with body armor. It's to protect myself. Oh, we don't like that they've got these up armored vehicles. Once again, I'm not
Yeah, take a
running
brick
people
and
over
put
with
'em
this.
in New
I
York.
might be using it in a raid to push
You're
through a fucking
not
front door.
sitting on the highway running radar in a armored vehicle.
MRAPs.
It's a defensive vehicle so that I can get as close to the barricaded person.
Off the back.
Do you know how fast you were going?
Not
Tell
quite
me how
for
fast you were
Queen
going.
country there.
They're just
you know,
they're just ramming
big
cars
shot
into the
for 'em.
middle barriers so they can stop them. Like, and those are like the
How
two
much
big
window
things.
tint on this vehicle? Repeat. How much window tint is on this vehicle?
They've got a 50 caliber tint meter.
So
They're
I
just,
think
like,
that is
pointing
good,
at people
guys.
as they
I
drive
had a lot of
by.
fun. I'm gonna
We are cleared hot. Repeat, we are cleared
run.
hot.
Alright.
Shoot him with the